Welcome back to GM Place in Vancouver as we continue with After Hours. Just 6 days to go until the 2010 Winter Classic from Fenway Park in Boston. Bruins host the Flyers, starts at 1 ET, 10 a.m. Pacific on the full CBC network. They're forecasting snow and temperatures of about 1 degree, so it's conjuring up images of Buffalo and Pittsburgh a couple of years ago, Rich Stadium. Mike, you got, as we mentioned earlier, 8 potential Olympic candidates. Do you anticipate all 8 making their teams?
I do, yeah.
Including Michael Samuelsson?
Yep, I think Michael Samuelsson will make the team. I think he had a really strong start. He's slowed down a little bit, but he's played awfully well for us.
How do you balance? We talked earlier about the fatigue factor, but the experience factor. Is that really important to have as many of your players involved in this?
I think so. I think it's an incredible experience, and I think they're going to thrive, and they're going to play well, and they're going to have an amazing time. So I think it's great.
General Olympic question. I won't ask you to handicap the picks or tell us who you think is going to be on the team, because that would put you in the awkward position of judging other teams' players. But do you anticipate, when the team is named on Wednesday, any major surprises, anybody off the radar?
No, I don't. I think, it's been analyzed over and over again, but I think that it'll be a good mix of younger players and experienced players and guys that have been there and can control their emotions, and I think it'll be great.
Okay, the World Junior Tournament's on, and this leads us to this question. It's from Leon in Pemberton, BC. Do you have any updates on Cody Hodgson, and are his back problems going to be a chronic problem that may affect his playing career? It's taken a lot out of him this year. I don't think is he back playing now?
Not yet, but he should be playing in a couple of weeks, we hope.
Okay, so that's the update. Mm-hmm. Are you concerned about this being a chronic problem?
No, I'm not concerned at all. I think he suffered a back injury, and everyone's being very conservative with it, and I think that he'll come back and be a really strong player.
What's your thought in terms of developing young players? I know you've had some good success in Manitoba of bringing players along, Mason Raymond, players of that ilk. How important do you think it is not to rush guys too quickly and give them an opportunity to succeed at the other level?
Well, this is a tough league to play in, and now we're seeing young players that start as 18-year-olds that then spend 2 or 3 years trying to get back to the level that they initially had. And it's a really challenging league. You are coached very finely in this league now, and the players are all fast and strong. So it's really hard to separate yourself from the pack. And I think development, you let them overcook for as long as you can, and then get them into this league.
Mike, you did some nice work this offseason in getting the Sedins under contract, and I want to ask you about these lifetime deals that are all the rage now, it seems, around the NHL, those 12, 13-year deals that are front-loaded. They've come in for a lot of discussion, and Roberto Luongo has one. How do you explain the propriety of paying a player a nominal fee 10, 11 years down the road when there's a good chance he will not be playing for your team?
Well, with Roberto, we don't feel that way. Obviously, with a goaltender, we approach it a little bit differently. We feel that he can always morph into a backup role if he chose to, and we're very confident. We know this guy's lifestyle. We know him quite well, and we're very confident that he's going to play as long as he wants to play. And for us, it was an opportunity to sew up a position that is vital to your success, and we chose to do it.
How much here we go? It's a little hot.
Well, it wasn't that question that made you sweat, was it, Mike?
No. It's those lights and you guys.
On that note, with a player like Roberto, I mean, how important is it when you have a player that's unique like that, the most important position, to allow him to have the confidence of knowing he's wanted and going to be around? And you talked about laying yourself out in here and saying we have a good environment. Is that a big part of that as well?
He really wanted to stay here, and he was prepared to commit to our team. He's our franchise player. He's the face and captain of our team, and you've got to do what it takes to try and get those guys signed up for as long as you can, and that's what we did. And we're really pleased, because that was a statement to people. We feel he's the best goalie in the league, and it was a statement that he wanted to stay here and finish his career.
And just so we're clear, you're making the point that you are convinced that at the end of this deal, he could be here as a backup goaltender at the age of 42.
Absolutely, maybe the starter.
Well, it's possible. All right, on the topic of signing players, here's a question from Trevor in Powell River. Where is re-signing Ryan Kessler on your list of priorities, and do you see him being re-signed before he makes it to restricted free agency on July the 1st?
We're confident that Ryan will be re-signed. It's very high on our priority list.
Well, we showed at great lengths today the shot blocking that your team has been able to do, and I think one of the earlier questions was about the culture. Is that really a part of the culture of making a good team and a good dressing room when guys do things like that for each other?
Well, you know it does.
That's
and
right.
When Ryan Johnson is blocking shots in practice, I mean, you can't go out there in a game and not block a shot. So, all those little things add up to being a team, and we're feeling like we're going in the right direction. This season was a slow start for us, but really feel that guys are starting to come together and play for one another in a meaningful way, and that's what you have to have in this league to be successful. Anybody who's going to stand in front of Sheldon Surrey's shot like
Michael
that.
Samuelson blocked the shot and then drew a penalty after, too.
Yeah, it's good.
So when you see that sort of thing, you can see why re-signing Ryan Kessler is a priority. Mike, I want to thank you for your time.
Yes,
Thank you.
appreciate it.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Mike Gillis, President and General Manager of the Vancouver Canucks, our guest on After Hours.